Hello and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be looking at SugarCube Bittersweet Factory. It's actually the winner of IGF China of, I believe it was 2010, a puzzle platformer, and you know how much we like those on this channel. So I'll show you some of the basics at the beginning and then we'll move ahead into some of the second chapter levels. The first chapter is the cookie factory, and there's a little bit of a setup to that. Not super complex, I can probably talk over it actually. And you'll see each chapter's got a setup of a bunch of levels and then a boss at the end. Pretty standard platformer fare. So the story is that your little SugarCube character, he's on the conveyor belt about to be turned into some sort of a cookie or cake or whatever that machine wants to turn him into. And since he's a sentient SugarCube, he realizes he can be a platforming action hero. So why the hell does he want to stay here and get mulched up and turned into some sort of cake or something? So apparently these superpowers that he has extend to that he can actually rotate all the tiles that make up all the levels in this factory, and oftentimes there are secret areas in the other side of those tiles that we can turn over. Probably best to just show you because it's a little complicated to explain. So see these little glowing lights? There's one over here, one over there. These are actually showing us, as it gets more bright, what's on the other side of that transparent wall, kind of something like that. So when I go near it, I can jump. That will actually flip over these tiles. No, I get it. And you can see what's there is a standable biscuit platform or something. And the same goes for over here. So that's the goal up in the corner. Jump up, get through. So there's a couple other things to it, though it's not a super simple thing. There's also sections where you can use a power to actively not flip over tiles by holding down Shift. Makes you glow all fancy like that. For the first jump, we want to get up on this platform. For the second jump, there's nothing on the other side. And for the third jump, we want to time it, not like that. We want to time it so we hit the tile after we've crossed over it. Oops. Oops. Like that. So this game is actually very difficult. I found the platforming mechanic, the flipping over tiles thing, to be a lot harder than I expected. Since you're not in control of what you're flipping, it's just whatever you're walking near. So you're involuntarily transforming tiles a lot of the time, which, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. There were a few levels in the first chapter that took me quite a while to actually get past, which I was a bit surprised, because I'm pretty good at platformers, I think. That boinging is going to get annoying, so we're going to hold down Shift. Oops. And hold down right. And avoid the egg. And there we go. So some of these platforms are sort of one way, in that by jumping on them, that's going to result in them flipping over, and then you can't really make them flip over again most of the time. There are a few situations where that's actually quite problematic, and we will see those coming up. So see this light here? There's three instances of it actually. There's one over here, and then one in the middle, and one on the left. And this is sort of like foreshadowing that these are blocks that you can actually go through, which is kind of cool. So you got this monstrous cookie thing, or whatever you want to do, or call it, and you need to let it across here. Get out and come back before it. Nope, I failed. Alright, let him cross through again. I'm going to get up above, and then as soon as he's passed, I need to run across. That makes the bridge go away. And then I can go up here and leave. So certainly some creative puzzles. I'd give them a lot of credit for that. Definitely interesting premise. Definitely harder than I thought it would be. And the art style is pretty cool too, actually. I kind of like how everything flips. And I like that there's sort of like interesting stuff to look at in the background. The artistry is all very well done. I mean, hand drawing each one of these backgrounds I'm sure is going to take quite a while, and there's, I think, 90 levels. So, I mean, geez, that's a lot of work. So this level has something a little different going on. I'm still not sure exactly how to solve this, so hopefully this doesn't take 20 minutes. It symmetrically flips the tiles on both sides of the screen, and you have to get up to the top level here. Oh, maybe actually, okay. I think I actually solved this, no. Actually, no, I didn't. Yeah, see, now we're in an impasse because... Okay, let's stop flipping all the tiles for a split second here. Is there anything I can do to make this jump? Probably not, no. So I actually need to figure out which tile that is and flip it again. That's not how we do that. Might as well just fail. Well, if I get too stuck on this level, I can always just leave, since I've beaten it already. I feel like I should be able to jump that gap. No! Fail again. Okay, here we go. This might work. Actually, no, it won't, because there's a platform right there, and I'm not going to be able to make that jump. Lame. Not sure why I had such trouble with this. This is the only level that, like, really got in my way. I had a little trouble with some of the other ones, too, but this one, like, I was really stuck on. Maybe I'm just not getting it, but whatever. Let's move on. Let's do this level. Oh, I guess once you get them, they go away. There's these sugar crystals that show up in certain parts of the levels. There is one over here. And in order to get the true ending, and yes, this game has multiple endings, imagine, you actually have to collect all of them. And I guess once I pick that one up, it is now not available anymore for pickup. Let's do this one. It's kind of a fun little level. This one's not particularly brutal, it's actually a bit on the nice side. Pretty simple, right? After some of the ones that seem very complicated, that one seems awfully easy. And then we've got another jumping over spikes situation. Oh, which way do I go? This way. Getting overzealous here, jumping in every direction. So this is kind of cool. You actually sort of figure out your path through. And this would be a boss. Bosses are not that big of a deal. They seem like they would be, but they actually play out just like pretty much any other level. You just have to find a way to get him out of the way. I mean, unless the other chapter is a little different, which it could be. So let's take a look at the chocolate factory real quick. Every level has its own, or every chapter I should say, has its own little introduction, which is kind of cool. I really like the music in this spot. This one's very nice. These little segues sort of remind me of Katamari Damacy a little bit. So the deal with Chocolate World is these flip over, some of them anyway, turn into like frosting or ice or something, and you actually need to use this as a slide to get through that. So again, harder than it looks. That also took me a few tries to get properly. Let's flip both. Okay. Now I need the speed to get over those spikes, then be able to dodge that whatever the hell it is. Oh, great, there's more spikes on the other end. Alright. That's not how I do that. That? Okay. Alright, so he's trying to make my life miserable by flipping over as many of those blocks as possible. Crap. Alright, I should probably be doing this, to be honest. Oh, man. Just gotta be intelligent about this, that's all. Come on. Get out of the way, come on. Gotta not be The music's so soothing, yet The action is rather aggressive. Alright, I got this. Hooray! Alright, what are these things? Teleport. You can't use them while flip controlling. Alright, makes sense. Okay, so we've got a portal situation going on here. I need to flip control my way into that portal and immediately let go. No idea what just happened. Not even a clue. Alright, let's see where this takes me normally. Takes me there. And I've unlocked 1,000 panels, which is an achievement. This game actually has its own achievements, which is neat, I guess. It should be coming to Steam eventually, which is actually kind of cool because it means that these achievements will actually matter a little bit more. Not sure when that is, but the announcement happened only a couple weeks ago, so I guess this is still fairly new in terms of news. That is not what I meant to do, but I may actually be able to leave the entire level by doing that. I wonder. It looked like I could almost get through the entire thing. Whatever. Flip that, flip that. Oh, come on, I just walked too close to it. I do feel like the controls get in the way of this game sometimes. I'm not mapping this to Joy to Key, this is just directly using the keyboard. Oh, come on! But it seems like this is awfully early in the game for this to be this difficult. I'm not sure what keeps happening there. I keep thinking that I'm stopping using flip control in time, but it seems to not agree with me on that. Don't kill— oh my god, come on! Does this really have to be this difficult? Okay, that time let's just fall to our deaths. Can we please just finish this level? Well, this level is giving you a fairly decent indication of how I feel about this game. I really did enjoy the first chapter as I was going, although it seems like it's getting a little bit too hard now. Hooray! I did it. I beat level 4 or something. Oh, I don't even want to know what's going to happen here. Entrance looks too small for you. I mean, not you, the SugarCube, lol. Oh, okay. The game is saying lol to me now. Am I supposed to be dodging these raindrops, or what? Oh. I don't get it. This, like, melts my head? What's going on here? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, now we've got fans to screw with us, too. This game does not care about my well-being whatsoever. Flip them. Alright, let's go up. I think I got this. At least the levels aren't on a consistent difficulty rise. Like most games, the difficulty just consistently gets harder from one level to the next. This one seems like it fluctuates a little bit, which is kind of nice to give you a break when things get a little too frustrating or annoying. Not sure what that item is. It looks different from the sugar crystals I had to collect in the other one. So I guess there's more even to it. Clearly I'm going to need to flatten my head a little bit to fit through that. But that is what it is, I suppose. Can get back over there somehow. Oh, or I could have just done that. That's a sugar opal. Good to know. Alright, well I guess that level was kind of easy. This one looks like kind of a mess or a nightmare or something, so I'm going to just back out to the main menu and tell you this has been SugarCube Bittersweet Factory. I tentatively recommend it. When it comes to Steam, if there's a demo, definitely check it out, see if it's for you. I'm not sure it's for everyone, but for the people who enjoy this sort of thing, I think you'll probably get into it. And it seems like there's a lot of material, there's a lot of meat to the game. So in that respect, I do give it an endorsement. Yeah, I think that'll about do it for the episode. Head on over to facebook.com/indieimpressions, where you can see every night's updated episode. Leave comments, say hi, I will say hi back. Follow me on Twitter, at RockLeeSmile or at indieimpression. Feel free to recommend any games or make any suggestions. Any way that I can improve this show for you guys, let me know. I am happy to hear it. And that will do it for today's episode. Make sure you come back for tomorrow's. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.